So, hi friends. So, we have with us our friend Fardin and myself, Rohan. So, we are fourth year, final year B.Tech student. So, currently, we are not getting placed because of AI boom. So, we are trying to understand that how this works. So, at first, we get along a lot of like websites and even ChatGPT and DeepSeek. And the point that we came across is that even the ones that have created this software are not able to understand how it works. So now, as we know that currently we have another competitor of ChatGPT, it is DeepSeek, and we will use both of them to understand that how these things really work. So currently, I'm not a coder, but he is. So he will be guiding you through how it works. So let us deep dive into it. So can you please explain us how it works?
Yeah, for now, uh, just a minute. Let's find our prompt. So we asked to DeepSeek how it works. So DeepSeek at first he it gave some code to us. So it's very basic code. Here it gives a tiny training data. After that, this is a training data, and below you can see the
So
pre-process.
okay, Fardin. So at first, I would like to give the overview of it.
Yeah.
So apart from like from where we have come across where we don't used to wear clothes and we don't used to have languages, to today the world where we have this AI, a lot of things are actually made by copying humans. So what we came across here is that even this thing is copying humans. Like we humans first created words, and then our brain understood how to connect words to create sentences.
Yeah.
At first, even we don't know that whether what we are doing is correct or wrong, but eventually after doing it for a longer period of time, the things that came across to us felt right to us eventually become right.
Yeah.
So that is what this is using, is how this algorithm works. So now Fardin will explain you. I think this is the logic behind it. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you can think like you are injecting some data, some very basic data like I like cats, I love dogs, I hate snakes.
Yes.
You gave three data to it. After that, you will at first pre-process the data,
Okay.
and then you will train the model. When you will train the model,
Yes.
you can now you have already trained the model. Now you can generate some random text. The random text will be from the your training from the training data,
Okay.
which you already given previously.
So can you please run this code in a Visual Studio Code to let
Yeah,
us
actually
understand?
we copied previously. Let's run it. Try. This is a sample data.
Okay.
If we run it, Python. So let's put any text. He generated sentence. He plays football. Now you can see he plays football is already trained data, and it gives exactly the data which is feeded previously.
Okay.
But in our previous text we just gave an input we,
Okay.
and you can see what is happening here, something very magical. See, when Rohan typed we,
Yes.
it gives answer we go to music.
Which was not as an input.
Yeah, the sentence is actually wrong.
Yes.
You can say we go to music. Not exactly wrong, but it's not forming any
It's
meaning.
it's like a permutation combination of the words that we input.
Yes, it's taking we from this line.
Okay.
You are saying we go to school, and
Yes.
he don't understand what is music actually.
Okay.
So in place of school, it replaced it by
With
music.
music.
And actually he don't know like school is an object, what is noun, what is object. In larger LLM, they actually you feed it very properly.
Okay.
Like nouns are separately and objects are object adjectives, they feed it separately. But here we just put random data. That's why it's giving some random sentences. Maybe it not forming any correct sentence, but it's forming something. But if you want to form some meaningful data, you have to give some input which are in a very precise and very good order. Like nouns are correct in sentence like this.
So basically, it's the same thing like us, we humans, once we start forming sentences, even we didn't know that whether it's grammatically correct or wrong.
Yeah.
But I think the user's feedback to it, like someone will say that it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Then now I think the feedback is that wrong is something that ChatGPT or any other LLM models think that this is something that a user was not
Actually,
expecting.
this thing is called reinforcement learning.
Okay.
Every time, the DeepSeek uses very well in this scenario. The reinforcement learning is like you have a cat,
Yes.
or dog,
Hmm.
and you are training it.
Yes.
Whenever the dog perform any task,
Yes.
and correctly perform that task,
Yes.
you give some chocolate, or not chocolate, some reward.
Okay.
And whenever it perform any wrong thing, you give a slap.
Okay.
Then the dog understand it's correct and it's not correct. The same thing LLM model is using.
Okay.
This is called reinforcement learning.
It's like
Yeah.
a feedback mechanism.
Yes, yes.
What
Exactly.
is like intensified, it's get what he thinks is correct.
Yeah.
Like if we say yes, that's correct, or if we move along with the same type of like in the chat, if we start writing more things without interrupting chat GPT, it will think that this is the correct answer, and eventually when someone else will be giving the same input, the output will be the same, considering that we have given the same input. So I think it will mostly work as a blockchain model, where if the 51% of the things are correct, it will be given correct, isn't it?
Yeah. I am trying another new thing. We go to home. Some similar sentences.
I think we should enter a
Just-
hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when we enter we, he will take we common from
just
everything.
just a minute. We'll go to office, right?
Okay.
These are in same pattern: home, office, school.
Okay.
Let's try it out. If we put we go to music.
Okay, let's put we again.
Okay, see, it is not in the training data, because it never felt sentence like this. So
Okay.
he cannot calculate, because this is very less data.
Okay.
In LLM, in GPT, they trained with whole Wikipedia, whole language. Actually, the LLM, like GPT, he knows every sentence.
Okay.
Whenever you give a sentence, he just calculate the next sentence nearest to the previous sentence,
Okay.
which matching his previous data set. Here, if we write, uh, that big mistake. Sorry again. So let's write again. We play games.
So yes,
Let's find this. He play games.
we play game.
Okay.
So it's just a permutation combination, and sometimes we get the same word that we've entered as a data set.
We go to office. You learn, huh? Something new. See.
It's just creating like we
Two
go
sentence
to
correcting.
office, and then there will be you, and there will be a learn.
Let's find it.
There is a learn.
You learn.
So he's just creating a permutation combination of items.
It's very noob for
Yeah.
now, but
But this is how the whole system works. For example, when the first day of ChatGPT would have been created, this would have been the thing that would have been done.
actually, I want to say you a fun fact. The reinforcement learning uh, is applied in our DeepSeek,
Okay.
and many people is saying that many people are saying that the reinforcement enforcement learning
Okay.
is done in DeepSeek
Mhm.
by using GPT. That's why they made it in very low cost.
Okay.
Because
That may be a
yeah,
reason.
because GPT is already made, so they just took their API, and every time they feed the data, corrected data in their LLM model.
Okay. So that may be a reason. I think creating such thing in a such small amount of time would have been requiring this type of a thing. Some prerequisite knowledge which already exists needs to be used, because we need to keep in account that when ChatGPT was built, it was first of its kind. So I think we will be expecting much better models in a much shorter amount of time as well as budget.
It's very strange.
Yes, there's no
Because
space here.
because we have not trained it for to merging two sentence.
Okay.
See the code here it is just predicting one of them.
Okay.
But in this scenario, it's merging two sentence. It's
Mhm.
it's behaving strangely. Let's try again. We go to office. You learn. Go to office. Okay.
You. I think we should
I'm
try.
just okay. It sometimes something like it memorized the previous data. See. Uh, YOUU space. You drink coffee.
And again, if you write you, in the
Not
space.
here. First run the code.
I don't know about that.
This thing. You, you read books. You read books. You eat. You drink coffee. This is from here.
Okay.
And she. Where is you read books? You read books is available, right?
We have you, then we have read and books.
Okay. You read books.
Books.
This and you drink coffee. Both are exact sentences, right? Let's try we again. We play games.
I think it just at first if something is generated, it takes it as
Let's
a correct input maybe.
let's make it more complex.
Okay.
Some more with more data. Okay. Here, make a better model with more data and more accuracy. I'm not good in Python. We are just trying with DeepSeek how it generates. Let's see. These sentences are larger than previous. Let's
Yes.
see. With deep think. Let's try
try
with. Okay. Better and more accurate with precise data, right?
Yes.
So let's try this. It's like we are just exploring. Okay, now we can also write like we don't. Can you not? We cannot write I,
So we have not copied the code here.
huh?
You have to copy the generated code previously.
Already. No. Here it is saying we have to write I like, she enjoys.
It's two
But
words.
but if we write only I,
No, I think it's taking two
okay,
words.
they write the program like this.
So that it needs to take two.
Okay. So when we give some prompt in GPT, here like two words matching with a sentence, two words for us. For the program, these two words is two symbol and making both concatenate
Mhm.
like a one word. The process is same. Previous prompt and this prompt will be same
Okay.
for the program. You can assume like I like is a single word for this program.
Okay.
It's merging it and then again matching it.
Mhm.
So if we run I like to drink and coffee. So for human, it is more fascinating and it is more correct and accurate. But the code is same and the working mechanism is also same. But we just feeling it some better answer. But you can see the sentences are same. Just it's just matching like this.
Yes, yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes, it's like basic permutation combination with, as you can see,
Yes.
reinforcement learning
She
inculcated in that.
she enjoys she enjoys reading book. Let's see. She enjoys reading books. Where is it? Some better. Okay. Too many pressure to or let's off the deep think.
Is, I think it's too much load on the server for DeepSeek. Everyone is exploring it, maybe comparing it with ChatGPT.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So what can we do? Better, more accurate with precise data. We can give a prompt to give input, any type of input, like single or double or triple or.
Yes,
Let's off the deep think, refresh it.
where we can input a single and multiple words.
Single multi, multiple words. I hope my spells are correct. Very bad with spells.
To create a more accurate and precise model, we have
Okay, what it is saying? Read it wrong.
pre-process the data, convert text into a sequence of integers, create input-output pairs for training, use an LSTM based neural network to predict the next word.
Let's understand what is LSTM.
Okay.
Long short term memory.
Memory.
Okay, something. Long short term uses gates to manage short term and
And
long
long-term
term
memory.
memory.
Okay.
The gates control how much
It's something like
information.
RAM.
The gates control how much information flows into and out of the cell state. The cell state updated each step of the network. The network uses cell state to make prediction about the current input. Have you understand something?
It's like a RAM where logic gates are created in terms of code to store data and then check it. Like uses gates to manage short-term and long-term memory. Gates control how information flows into and out of the cell state. The cell state updated each step of the network.
The cell state updated each step of the network. It's something different actually. Just just getting a high level
Hmm.
idea.
It's the first time we're exploring this, so
Okay, this is something with probability and mathematics, I think.
hmm.
Forget gate, input gate,
Every gate has a probability assigned to it, most probably.
state, candidate gate, and this is some mathematical calculation to form a sentence actually.
Hmm.
Whatever we think, actually it can be expressed by as a mathematical formula.
Okay. Yes.
So we
So
are not getting it. Leave it.
we currently first time we are able to reach this state. Actually, we were quite surprised when we got to know that how it works. Even the developer are not able to understand it. So it's more like a complex thing that went on building, but getting
Okay.
back to things how it works is quite different
So
to
I
understand.
cannot run this code as it is my app, as it is in my own project, Agentic Security.
Okay.
So if I would run this, I have to install TensorFlow, and currently it's not possible to install it.
Okay, so this was it for today. So it was quite good exploring how ChatGPT works. Eventually, if we don't get placed quite frequently, then we'll be
We
able
will
to
we will
explore more
explore
into
more.
it and then get how it works. So,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Bye bye. See you.
We'll come back if we don't get placed.